Once upon a time, someone gave me a game known as Transformers Dark of the Moon Autobots, and I played it once, and I thought it was that terrible. I declared it to be one of the worst games ever that I played. Now, you're probably thinking, yeah, Back to the Future, wasn't that one of the worst games ever? Well, yeah, technically, but I've despised this one for a longer time period. So, ever since I played it for the first time, I knew it was locked in my memory, and I would eventually have to take out the trash and review this game. It's probably considered one of the worst franchises of live action remake. I mean, like, as the time of this video, the Last Night is the newest film, and I'm sure it's not that long until we get Transformers 6, whatever it is, and it's pointless. You see, I'm going to talk about the films for a second. They're just nothing. Literally nothing happens. There's nothing interesting. There's no character development. There's nothing. I mean, like, the CG is great. Like, here's the film in a nutshell. Oh, I'm Michael Bay. I'm going to make a film. Oh, yeah, I made the film. It's going to have super awesome CG that looks really well and have the trailers look really awesome and make a movie you want to see, but you're not going to see it because you know it's terrible. Okay, now, I know I'm rambling here, but seriously, but anyway, I haven't played this game since I have originally played it, so is it really that terrible as I remember it? Well, it's about time we see. Okay, so credits due where credits due. There aren't very many things that record a 3DS, and I don't own anything at the time, so I'm really sorry for the low quality footage. I will eventually purchase something that can read the cartridges, and I'll eventually do like a higher quality remastered version with like the same audio, same live action clips and everything. Just the video game footage I'm showing won't be directly recorded. So I'm very sorry for the low quality footage this time around. Also, if you like my friend code, you can email it to me through thedrxhenryshow@gmail.com. Okay, so anyway, the game starts up, and that music is actually pretty accurate, probably on how terrible this game may just be. So anyway, it opens with like the stupid split screen thing that looks kind of bad in the middle of it. Anyway, the game starts up, and the graphics, from what you can see, clearly you can't see it like in high quality, they actually look pretty good. The talking sounds okay for the time. But, okay, so you get through a bunch of pointless dialogue, and I gotta say, look at the models. The models actually look pretty good. Yeah, everything except the eyes. Look at the eyes. That doesn't look very great. Anyway. So, anyway, let's talk about the overall control. Well, first of all, you use the D-pad or the circle pad to move. And I gotta say, the camera angling actually looks okay. But your weapons, okay, so you have a shooter gun, which is rechargeable ammo automatically. That's what the two bars on the top represent, if you can see that clearly. Then you've got a bomb weapon, which is actually pretty limited, but it wipes out everything quite well. And then there's like the slam jump attack, which it's not really Mario or anything, so it doesn't really work. But anyway, you have to go in like the sniper mode from time to time, and then you gotta shoot the bad guys through the gate. And once you clear all the enemies in the gate, or the area that you're currently in, you can go into another blue thing, or that invisible blue force field. So anyway, just to shoot them, I'm gonna shoot it through. So, anyway, okay, so as you see, I cleared the gate. Okay, so anyway, let's talk about the control. Okay, so the camera angling actually works okay, but you see, when you use the circle pad, because that's what it's called in 3DS, not the analog stick, and this rotates the camera, but you can also use it to move. Then, if you want to be a car, you just tap this little thing down here, and then if you use the D-pad, you see it moves the camera and moves you at the same time, and it's terrible. Okay, so you use the C-stick, or C-stick, or camera stick, or analog stick, or whatever, but, you know, you go way too fast. In fact, the control is too responsive. Yeah. That ever been a problem? So from time to time, You have to, from time to time, you have to do a bunch of stupid stuff. Okay, like, okay, this time around I have to hack the writer. Ooh, yeah, this is interesting. But, okay, so how do I hack it? Oh, okay, so there's this thing. There's a thing on the bottom. And, well, okay, so you're supposed to tap it when there's the Autobot symbol. Okay. Okay, so that's how you hack it. Okay, so anyway, we'll move on. Okay, so now I have to fight a bunch of Decepticons. Okay, so yeah, oh yeah, that's a good punch. That's a good shooting animation. Yeah, okay, it just repeats in one frame. It's way too fast. Look at it closely. You'll understand. Yeah, okay, here's a rocket. Well, I'm not picking it up. Oh, apparently you can't have more than 5. Sucks. Okay, here's another thing that I hate. Like, whenever you jump, the camera moves, which is really obnoxious. And I swear, the pointless stuff just goes on and on and on. Okay, so, I'm trying to shoot this guy through the gate, except the missile's never fired. Now, I'm aware that I keep changing camera angles, but this is kind of honestly hard to record. But, you see, one thing, I have a problem with the camera, since the D-pad moves the camera, but also yourself. And this moves the camera also if you hold it in some weird position. But what if I want to look upward? I mean, like, clearly there's an upward because it gets smaller as I go farther away from it. Like, there's no way I can look upward. So yeah. Okay, resume. Okay, so anyway, I have to do a bunch of stupid stuff on a bridge. Okay, so, I just walk, I pick up stuff, and then you shoot, and the camera angling gets tedious due to the walking. Oh no, I fell. Oh no, I died. Now, you may think I'm an idiot for that, but if you look farther away, doesn't it look like it's a portion of the road? It's just beat up, but no, it turns out it's just a pothole, but no, it's actually just something that you can fall in. And the jumping control is pretty bad too. Okay, so anyway, after all that, I have to disable another one of the stupid radar things. Like, why would that even be on a bridge? And you could say, oh, yeah, it got, like, shot or something, and then it could have been blasted, and they could just landed there. But clearly, it works, because it wouldn't be disableable if it was. Okay, so anyway, we just beat level 1. Oh, yay. Oh, my God. So, you're probably all thinking, is it still the worst game I've ever played? Well, admittedly, it's still a very terrible, tedious, long game. And keep in mind, I only cover the first level, and that's enough to fill up a full episode. Like, there's so many complaints. And keep in mind, this is the shortened version. You see, on PS3, there was a game called Transformers Dark of the Moon, but then the brilliant people at Activision decided, okay, you know what? We're going to make it on the DS. But we can't. The game's so big. We can't put the full game on DS. Oh, why don't we shorten it and make it a brother-sister game just so we could get more money? Yes, you notice the title. It says Autobots. So, you know what there is? Transformers Dark of the Moon Decepticons? Yeah. So, it's a brother-sister franchise that's just a shortened version of an already terrible game. And, I mean, like, I'm sure this one is worse than PS3 because, everything would technically be worse on a handheld, since I guess handheld consoles aren't as powerful as video game consoles that you plug into the TV, but overall, so it's not the worst game I've ever played. I mean, like, it's no Back to the Future or anything, but it's still a terrible, tedious game. Don't play this. If someone gives it to you, that's how I got it. Say no. Yeah, people say no to drugs. Say no to this game. Oh well, I'm signing off, and I'm aware that I've been putting out a lot of shorter episodes lately, but it is for a good reason. I've been working on this review for quite a while, but you see, the shorter reviews that I make weren't exactly long enough to fill up an entire time frame. So technically, that's why I've been doing one video on Sunday and one on Friday. So if there isn't a video on Sunday in the week, then there's a full episode on Thursday. Yeah, that's my full schedule currently, but overall, it's a terrible game. Don't play it. Oh, what's that? Oh, there's bad sound quality? Oh, yes, I'm aware. Oh, probably because it's writing.